Should you eat what I eat on carnivore, keto, paleo, whatever diet I'm doing? The honest answer is no. You've been trained to ask for meal plans. You're looking for that perfect recipe or ingredient that burns fat fast. Diet culture wants us to believe that there's a magic food that speeds up weight loss because, well, simply because it keeps us stuck in a mindset where we're sick, frustrated, and trapped in our cravings. So, here's what I ate. You can take a look there. But if you copy that plate, you're setting yourself up to fail. This is not about a food plan. It's about why my food is not your food. It's about 3 principles that will help you create your own meal plan that supports your body to get to its goal weight. So if you're new here, I'm Violet. I make these videos because 8 years ago, I learned that the food I thought was healthy was actually the food that was causing my weight to gain and my poor health. I'm sharing what I learned so that you have a chance to get your health back. Please subscribe. And the most important thing that I learned, and I learned it the hard way, is that my biology is not your biology. This isn't about a food plan. This is about a case study. We're going to use my plate to teach you the 3 principles that you can apply to your plate. The first principle is the one that 99% of keto videos get wrong. And it's very likely the reason that you're still stuck right now. You'll notice that this is chicken or pork. I flip back and forth between the two. Even the ground meat is pork. You'll never see me eating red meat. And this is where the copy my plate mindset destroys your progress. If you were to just copy me, what would you conclude from copying me? You might think that I'm saying that red meat is bad for keto and that I've cut it out for that reason. And you would then write a rule for yourself based on my plate, right? And the problem is you'd be wrong. The reason that I avoid red meat is about a very specific medical condition that I have and nothing to do with keto or carnivore. I have thalassemia, which means that my body doesn't manage, handle, use iron the way that everybody else's body does. So red meat, which is packed with iron, I need to keep extremely low in my diet. Red meat is a fantastic food for most people, but doesn't work for my biology. Principle number 1, your biology is not my biology. If you'd have just copied my plate, you'd be harming yourself by cutting out a perfectly healthy food that your body might actually thrive on. You have to stop trying to replicate someone else's results and start paying attention to how your body reacts and learn what works for you. Because I guarantee you that I knew about my problem to red meat when I was under the age of 10 and fought tooth and nail with my parents against eating it. And this isn't just about red meat. This applies to everything. I also avoid nightshades because nightshades cause my joints to hurt. I no longer eat vegetables because I'm carnivore now. And I recently cut out dairy even on my carnivore diet. Now, these are all things that are perfectly fine to eat on a keto diet. The first step to doing keto and carnivore correctly is to stop asking what did Violet eat and start asking what does my body actually need. Now let's look at this plate again. What do you notice? It's simple. It's boring. I ate a variation of this very same meal almost every single day when I was doing keto, and my carnivore meals are even more boring. And you're probably thinking, I could never do that. I need variety. I need my fun foods. This is going to ruin me. I won't be able to maintain this diet. That need for variety and excitement, that isn't actually you talking. That's the dopamine prison that food companies have built for you. They've trained your brain to need a hit of dopamine. They designed Carbage, those processed snacks, like this stuff, and the cookies and the keto-friendly treats like these things. to give you a neurological spike, but then crash. You aren't hungry at 3 p.m. You're in withdrawal. So, principle number 2, your goal is not to entertain your taste buds. Your goal is to fuel your body, build your body. My boring plate isn't a punishment. It's my freedom. It means that I'm no longer a slave to that spike and crash cycle that happens to everybody every day. I'm out of it. It means I have one simple meal, because I'm one meal a day, and then I go and live my life for the other 23 hours of my day. The truth is, your fun foods are a cage. The real goal is to get your food to be so boring that the rest of your life can finally be exciting. So your health needs, your weight loss goals, and your cravings determine what foods that you will allow into your house. The problem is, every time you step outside, the real world is going to tempt you with the stuff that you've not been letting in, right? So these things and those things are going to be all around you. Pasta, pizza, all the stuff is going to be all around you. Now, before you learn this information, you would be tempted and believing that, well, just one meal that's off plan, it's not a big deal, right? It's not going to matter in the grand scheme of things. And you'd allow yourself to give in and perhaps have a plate of pasta or some pizza or whatever, but then you'd feel awful and you'd be confused. And maybe the next few days you'd struggle with cravings, maybe even eating off plan a few more times. Eventually you'd decide that your health journey is just over. You can't do this. You don't need a 20-page meal plan. What you need is a 1-second filter, the Carbage check. When I'm at a friend's house or a restaurant, I don't ask what's on my plan. I look at the food that they're offering me and I ask one simple question. Is this real food or is it Carbage? So this principle is to stop looking for a plan and do a Carbage check. Again, look at my plate. Chicken, salad, avocado. Is that Carbage? No, it's not. It's food, right? But pasta, that's Carbage. Rice, Carbage. Bread, it's Carbage. The Carbage check is the tool that lets you build your own food plan in real time, right? It doesn't matter where you are. When I was on vacation in Mexico, I was able to look at the foods in front of me and determine which ones were food and which ones were Carbage. It's a simple binary choice, Wellness Warrior. And that one choice, is this fuel and building blocks for my body, or is it industrial waste that's going to harm me? That's the only question that matters. Should you eat what I eat in a day? No. You should eat what you need to eat. You don't need my food plan. You have the 3 principles to build your own. Listen to your body, eat real food to fuel and build your body, and do a Carbage check to find the real food, meat, fish, poultry, eggs, and low glycemic vegetables. These 3 principles ensure that you are in control. Regardless of whether you're doing a keto or carnivore diet, doesn't matter. You'll be able to walk into any situation and know exactly what to eat. You'll happily eat simple foods that heal your body and allow you to get on with your life. Because that's what you want, right? You want to go out there and live your life, have some fun. It's not just about weight loss. It's about controlling your life again. Rather than fighting food company manipulation, let's heal our body, because a healthy body regulates its weight. My entire life changed when I started cooking every day, every single day. I cook every single day, which I never thought would be a thing I would say. And I cook based on health instead of chasing a food plan. I know that your health can actually change if you do this wellness work, because I've seen so many people do it. Now, the next video you're going to want to watch is this one, which is about fruit, because nature's candy is slowing down your weight loss. So click on that video and I'll meet you over there.